Jake, early you came out trying to run the ball. Was that a mentality thing or something that you saw?
No, we wanted to establish a run to begin with, but we didn't know how they were going to play us. They're a team that moves in and out of a lot of different fronts. The way that they had played the previous teams like Duke and Oklahoma State, they were all over the place with their front, so we wanted to call some base plays early just to get a feel for how they were playing us. Thought the run game was actually working effectively on those couple of drives at the start. I thought we came out and we moved the ball pretty decent, and then the fourth quarter I thought it came down to just 3 and out. We couldn't find a rhythm in that fourth quarter, but overall, you got to be happy to at least get a W and get out of here.
And then the quick screens, that seemed one thing that Baylor played okay. Again, was that something you thought you could take advantage of?
No, they were just loading the box up at times, and we had some isolation out there where we could get it out there to some of our players. And I thought Sills did a decent job at making some guys miss out there. We did have some hiccups out there on the perimeter in terms of blocking, but again, we're a momentum team. I thought when we started playing behind the chains, we weren't very good at all, but we're going to be a team that throws the ball out there on the perimeter, and we're going to try to run the ball. That's I think a mentality that we got to keep working with.
Jake, you want to run the ball, but you still weren't quite as effective as I'm sure you wanted to be. Is it still a struggle?
It's up and down. I got to look at the tape first. I felt like that they were at times playing us pretty heavy in boxes. We found some formations that we could get a light box into, and we're running the ball decent in some of those sets. But it's a little too early to call. But again, we've got to be able to find a way to run the ball more effectively.
Coach called the offensive work in progress for 7 games. What do you think of that so far?
I still think we're working through things. The thing that I appreciate about this group of guys is that they find a way. We don't play very many guys. We don't. We're playing probably 12 to 15 guys a game, and they find a way. They battle, and I think they're good at communicating and figuring out how the flow of the game is going. But I still think that we haven't even played our best ball yet. And that's something that we got to keep getting back to work and find answers when we start stalling out.
Jake, that drive before the half turned out to be pretty dang important. And when you got 7 seconds, I guess you've repped that play enough to know that it's a 5 or 6 second play, a touchdown?
It is. It was about a 6 second play is where we thought. That's why I wanted the timeout right after we got the first down. Instead of spiking the ball, we had 2 timeouts left at that point. Or we had a few timeouts at that point. But I thought that was an easy play call to take a shot. We knew that was going to be a hole in the defense, and it was to Sills, which him and Will are pretty good at running that play.
If the pass is incomplete, though, are you confident that last second doesn't take off because it takes, that extra second? Are you?
No, I'm pretty confident that it would have been. I hope.
What about the first play of the third quarter coming out?
Yeah, they came out and they loaded the box up, and that was just a great play. How they did it, they trapped the corner into the boundary, which left a void for Sills to take it. And the kid, he finds a way to get in the end zone. So I thought that was, a great job for us, actually starting fast in the third quarter and finishing the second half. We just, in this game, when it comes down to, is finishing the fourth quarter, which we did a poor job at.
What was it like coaching off Highway 6 again?
Yeah, it's been a while. There's a lot of familiar areas. I actually recruited this area when I was at Texas A&M, so it was pretty cool to go into the stadium. I think the stadium is a beautiful stadium, what they've done. So it was fun to be back in Texas to play, especially in Waco.
It wasn't finished the last time here, was it?
Do I know?
Was the stadium finished?
It was finished. It was finished, and you all right?
Everybody's having a rough time.
It's better than Marcus's balance on his touchdown.
Right there. We were good for the first 3 quarters. No, but it was finished. I drove by it a lot, so they've done a great job with the stadium.
Jake, any sense of panic or anything on the sidelines? I mean, how do you keep kids calm when things are starting to go wrong?
Yeah, we never have any panic. It's more about just finding solutions. I'm pretty even keel when I'm on game day. I think Will is the same way. A lot of our kids are that way. When we feel like there's a dull moment, we do have some vocal leaders to step up and try to get them moving a little bit. But I think I like how this group works together to try to find solutions, especially if we're not moving the ball.